Not so long ago, for luxury good retailers, the African market boiled down to a tiny elite and, in some cases, just a corrupt ruling clique. Well, not anymore. Although millions of Africans remain stuck in crushing poverty, disposable incomes are on the up for many Africans, meaning that there is now quite a bit of disposable income on the continent. Luxury firms like LVMH, which makes Moet Chandon champagne, and Hennessy, as well as Louis Vuitton handbags, are targeting the burgeoning ranks of what South African retailers call the Black Diamonds, or affluent African professionals. But unlike diamond watches or flashy cars that are still out of reach to all but a few, luxury alcohol is a display of prosperity that even middle-income earners can afford from time to time, giving retailers access to a large chunk of the African pyramid.
Champagne is the most prestigious form of alcohol, and Nigerians love to celebrate. When they're successful and when they're having a good time, they like to have the best of the best. And I think that's what it is. It goes hand in hand. When it comes to celebrating, whether it's someone's wedding, the birth of a newborn, naming ceremony, you'll always find champagne there.
In places like Nigeria, the super rich are no strangers to conspicuous consumption. German car maker Porsche opened a new car dealership in the heart of Lagos last year. There are already dealerships specializing in Aston Martin and Lamborghini. Not to be outdone, in the year 2013, German fashion house Hugo Boss opened a retail store in Lagos, making it the first international luxury brand to foray into retail shopping in Africa's most populous nation. According to industry analysts, with concerns that luxury demand was waning in Europe due to the Eurozone crisis for several top brands, Nigeria seemed an obvious destination.
Nigeria is a big market, and it's a very huge market for retail, and there's no much retail and boutiques here. So it was ideas to come to Lagos and to Nigeria for Hugo Boss, because I was working in Dubai 9 years for Hugo Boss, and I have a lot of Nigerian customers there, a lot.
Another trend, what some people actually called a revolution, was how a growing number of black African women shunned chemical relaxers to grow their hair out naturally. The concept of natural hair created such a buzz that award-winning Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie made it a recurring theme in her latest book, Americana. The book tells the story of love across 3 continents, but Chimamanda admits that the book does talk about hair as it explores race in a different way.
I use the vehicle of a novel to talk about hair, but it's not about hair in that sense. Race, in some ways, it's much more about race than it is about hair. And race because I'm interested, and also because I wanted to write the kind of novel about race that I wanted to read. I think a lot of contemporary fiction that deals with race is very watery, very unfocused. Everybody has to be ambivalent, everything has to be ambiguous and grey. And I wanted to do something a lot more pointed.
The author also talked about her experience enjoying her hair in its natural state. As a direct result, companies which sell millions of dollars worth of chemical relaxers and conditioners, promising to make hair straight and more manageable, are now creating brands that target women with natural hair. But perhaps the most unrelenting news trend in the year 2013 was anti-apartheid icon Nelson Mandela, who died at the age of 95 on December the 5th and was buried in his ancestral home in South Africa. His months of hospitalization in the year 2013 made him even more present for many Africans. Mandela's face has appeared on everything from t-shirts to new banknotes. The Mandela brand includes a variety of products like the 4664 fashion range, named after the number he was given during his 27 years in prison. Mandela appeared in the Long Walk to Freedom, on the 67 Minutes charity push, and on the House of Mandela wine range. 2 of Nelson Mandela's granddaughters launched a TV series that takes viewers into their private lives. All this fueled debate over the commercial use of the icon's image.
the mixture of being a world leader and a politician, as well as a spiritual global icon, makes it a very potent and perhaps a somewhat toxic mix if you're talking about brands, because then it's going to be open to complete abuse and complete commercialization.
The show has received poor reviews after it premiered in South Africa, where people took to social media and called it distasteful and an exploitation of the Mandela brand. Peter Wakaba, CCTV.